Did you know that most over-the-counter medication as well as sunscreen can be paid using an HSA? Hello, my name is Loua. Today we're going to do a deep dive on what is an HSA, or Health Savings Account. I use it as a vital part of my early retirement plan, but you don't have to early retire to take advantage of an HSA. Stick around and I'll give you a list of HSA-eligible products that may surprise you. If you find value in these videos, please hit that like button below to show me that you would like me to continue making more videos like this. What is an HSA? So what is an HSA exactly? An HSA is a tax-advantaged savings account you can open if you have a high deductible health plan, or HDHP. You can contribute pre-tax money to this account and use it for qualified medical expenses without any tax penalties. This essentially means you save money on your medical bills by using pre-tax money and never being taxed on it. The higher tax bracket you are, the more money you save by having an HSA. What are the benefits of an HSA? Aside from using pre-tax money for qualified medical expenses, there are a few more benefits to having an HSA. Unlike an FSA, flexible spending account, your money in an HSA stays in the account forever. And HSAs stay with you forever regardless of if you change your job or not. You can continue to withdraw from your HSA at any time, even if you are no longer eligible to make new contributions. For example, if you change your plans and you no longer have a high deductible health plan, the money you've contributed can also be invested into funds or stocks like the SPY and have it grow tax-free. You can also withdraw it in an emergency for non-medical purposes, but be aware there's a 20% tax on top of ordinary income tax. However, once you reach the age of 65, the 20% tax is removed and you can use your HSA freely, though you still have to pay ordinary income tax for non-medical purposes. Also, you can actually use your HSA to pay for someone else, but not just any random stranger. Qualified medical expenses can be paid for yourself, your spouse, any dependent you claim or could have claimed on your tax return. What are the limitations of an HSA? Speaking of what you can't do, there are a few limitations of an HSA that you should know. First, there's a maximum you're allowed to contribute each year to your HSA account, which, from what I've seen, seems to slightly increase year over year. For 2024, if you have self-only HDHP coverage, you can contribute up to $4,150. And if you have a family HDHP, you can contribute up to $8,300. Usually, you have to opt in every year if you want to allocate part of your paycheck to your HSA. If you prefer, you can also contribute at your convenience as long as you do not go over the limit. Also, since HSAs require you to have a high deductible health plan, this means that even though you pay a lower monthly premium for your health benefits, your deductible for your medical bills will be much higher. Of course, you can also use the HSA to pay for your deductible. And lastly, figuring out what is a qualified medical expense could paralyze some people from ever touching their HSA account, but I've got you covered there. Here is a list of qualified medical expenses you can pay with your HSA. First, the most common ones people think of: doctor visits, including co-payments, deductibles, co-insurance, and medical services like physical exams, prescriptions, dental care, and vision care. And now for the surprising list you've all been waiting for. Over-the-counter medications like pain relievers, aspirin, ibuprofen, allergy medications, antacids, and cough suppressants. Sunscreen and skincare, including things for acne and eczema. Feminine hygiene products such as tampons, pads, and menstrual cups. Basic first aid such as bandages, gauze, first aid kits, and wound care spray. Eye care essentials such as contact lens solutions, eye drops, and prescription glasses. Family planning such as birth control, condoms, pregnancy tests, and fertility treatments. Baby essentials like breast pumps and other breastfeeding supplies, and certain high-tech baby monitors that track health metrics like oxygen levels. And finally, therapeutic devices like massage guns, compression boots, light therapy masks for acne, and headache relief headbands. And the list goes on. I've just named a few, but in general, if it's health or medical related, it could very well qualify. If you want to see the full list, check out the IRS link below. And if there is a specific product you want to know if it qualifies, there is a website called the HSA Store that you can use to check. I also included it in the comments below. But sadly, you can't use your HSA to pay for your monthly health insurance premiums. Which takes us to the next topic. List of non-qualified medical expenses. This list is quite a bit shorter since most people wouldn't try to pay with an HSA anyway. But after seeing my previous qualifying list, you may now be wondering what actually does not qualify. Here are a few. Vitamins and supplements are usually ineligible, but they can become eligible with a letter from your doctor for a specific medical condition. Personal hygiene products such as toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, and most cosmetics. Generally, anything that does not primarily promote the body's proper function, prevent or treat illness or diseases is not eligible. With all these pros and cons, you may be wondering, is an HSA right for me? If you already have a high deductible health plan, then yes, definitely get an HSA. If you are healthy, do not usually need doctor visits outside of your annual exams, do not plan to have any major medical operations done in the next year, and would like to save for future medical expenses, then also yes. You should not get an HSA if you think you will need expensive medical care soon, have a chronic condition that is costly, or are unable to meet the high deductible of a high deductible health plan. If you watched this far, please consider hitting that like button, as it really helps motivate me to make more. Subscribe for more videos and let me know in the comments below if any of the HSA eligible items surprised you. I read every comment in all my videos. Thanks for watching, and remember, you don't have to be a millionaire, you just need a plan.